The Red River, winding its way through the plains of what we now call Texas and Oklahoma, was the stage for one of the most electrifying and intense clashes in the history of the American West. It was the year 1838, and the Comanche, fierce warriors of the southern plains, were ready to make their mark. The sun hung low in the sky, casting its golden rays over the vast expanse of the Red River Valley. The air was thick with tension as a massive Comanche war party, hundreds strong, rode like shadows across the open landscape. These were no ordinary horsemen. The Comanche were masters of the plains, skilled in both the art of war and the handling of their mighty steeds. Their reputation struck fear into the hearts of anyone who dared face them. Their enemies? The Texans. For years, the Texans and Comanches had been locked in a brutal and unyielding conflict. The settlers and soldiers of Texas had attempted to expand into Comanche territory, pushing the limits of what the native warriors could tolerate. The Texans had underestimated the Comanches' ability to strike hard and fast, and now the warriors were looking to send a message. In a show of remarkable strategy, the Comanche split into several smaller bands, each operating like a ghost in the night. They were moving swiftly and with purpose, with the sound of thundering hooves almost drowned by the wind. Led by their fearless war leaders, chiefs whose names carried the weight of legend, this was not just another raid. This was a reckoning. As the Comanche closed in on a Texas settlement near the Red River, the air seemed to hum with anticipation. The Texans, for their part, had prepared for an attack, but they were vastly outnumbered. When the Comanche descended upon them, they did so with the precision of a storm, swarming the settlement like a tidal wave. Warriors on horseback, armed with lances, bows, and rifles, tore into the defenses with terrifying speed. The Texans fought valiantly, but they were no match for the Comanches' brutal tactics. The warriors seemed to materialize from the earth itself, striking when least expected, then vanishing into the landscape as quickly as they had come. The sounds of battle filled the air, shouts, the crack of gunfire, the thundering of hooves, and the war cries of the Comanche warriors. The Texan forces, overwhelmed and outgunned, were forced to retreat, but not before they'd suffered heavy losses. The Comanche's message was clear. The land was theirs, and no one, no matter how many soldiers or settlers, could take it from them. In the aftermath of the battle, the Red River ran redder still, its banks stained by the blood of the fallen. But for the Comanche, it was another victory in a long history of defending their territory. They rode off into the distance, leaving behind a trail of fear and respect that would echo for years to come. It wasn't just a battle, it was a statement. The Comanche were a force to be reckoned with, and they would not yield an inch of their land. The Red River battle would be etched into history, a testament to their strength, skill, and unbreakable spirit.